excited crowd here at the United Center. We're on the verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can pull it off. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at Chicago. They're trailing 3-0. They're hoping for a miracle. They're going to lay it all on the line tonight as they look for their first win of this series.
And obviously, guys, they've got an uphill battle. I mean, nobody has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. But you just try to win one game, and you never know what happens. Injury-wise, momentum-wise, a crazy break here or there. So just win this one and give yourself a chance.
Yeah, I agree with you. You've got to play it through, and certainly these fans, how about them? They have not given up. They're still 100% behind this team. And, you know, 3-0 comebacks have happened in other sports. Hockey and baseball have seen it happen. Maybe it's time for it to happen in basketball.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Minnesota, Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Towns is out there with Garnett, and it's Lopez in at the point guard position. And Chicago has possession following the three-pointer by Freak. Lock at 6. Rose goes in, and he gets it to go.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's Lopez. Off target with his 3. Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The dish to Noah. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Now here's Rose. Puts one up from 19. Another one falls for Chicago.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A-game rolling tonight.
A wide open look here for Lopez. Drills it from outside. Lopez has got a couple of threes now in the first with the Timberwolves. Lopez with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Wiggins with the ball.
You can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
And it's Martin that time on the assist from Lopez. Lopez has got 3 assists now in this one. Bulls have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Pass to Dunleavy. Here's Rose. Got it from 16 feet. Rose has got 6. Minnesota in the lead. Wiggins inside the line. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, this just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Back to Rose. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. It was a big win for them, coming off Tuesday's match.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
Mirotic has checked in for Chicago. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Minnesota. Ricky Rubio comes in for Kevin Martin. Rose passes to Mirotic. And again, no good by Chicago.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lazy. In. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Rose. 6 points for him. Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Dunleavy's got his first points of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Lopez with the ball. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Wiggins. Plays it up and banks it in. Wiggins has got 7 points.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. So for the Bulls, Tony Snell's checked in for Dunleavy. Udrih comes in for Jimmy Butler, and Brooks subbed in for Rose. And Barnes is checked in for Minnesota. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Minnesota on D. 7-point differential. 6 on the shot clock. And Udrih kicks to Brooks.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And here is Brooks following the three-pointer by Freak. Mirotic the screen. Udrih dishes to Mirotic. Step back shot. Rebound Minnesota.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And that one's good by Lopez.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Floats one up, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Shoots from the high post, and the release. And emerging as a superstar, tremendous growth from Freak. We caught up with
my team were all guard.
But naturally for a player like Jimmy Butler. So for the Bulls, Pau Gasol has checked in for Mirotic. Dunleavy comes in for Beno Udrih. And it's Rose in for Brooks. And then for Minnesota, Towns, he's checked in for Garnett. Lean comes in for Kevin Martin. And it's Lopez in for Rajon Rondo. Minnesota leading by 8. On the court for Minnesota, the athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Zhang is out there with Towns, and it's Lopez in at the point. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered quite a performance. He had 37 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Wiggins. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
To the wing on the left. On its way from Rose for 2. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 8 points for Rose. To the right side. Inside. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Outside Rose to the left side wing. Wide open. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Dunleavy.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Here's Lopez. Misses the 3. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Rose. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fires the 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Tony Snell's checked in for Butler. Minnesota also making some changes. Matt Barnes has checked in for Andrew Wiggins, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine. Snell, the pass to Gasol. Not enough on that one as it misses. Timberwolves leading by 10. Here's Lopez. Here's Towns. Gasol with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. When you get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Dunleavy's shot is off.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Now here's Lopez. He's got 23. Drains it from 17 feet out. And it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Noah with the slam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again.
Just absolute domination in this one for Lopez. 25 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from three, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Butler team to Dunleavy on the perimeter, and it's Rose in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Ball's knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Got that one up quick. Lopez has got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Kevin Martin on the wing. Back to Lopez. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Here's Rose, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Down low, out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Pau Gasol third.
Boy, he has been fantastic in the playoffs. I mean, the stats prove that out. Defensively and second chance point, he's working harder than some of the other players. He's hungry for a championship, and he's playing like it.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Dunleavy, and it's Brooks in for Rose.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
And it's Lopez. That time on the assist from Kevin Garnett. 32 points for Freak.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
Beno Udrih, he's checked in for Noah.
Coming on the floor for your Bulls, Beno Udrih.
Brooks outside. Back to Gasol. Fires the 3. And Aaron Brooks hits from deep. Brooks has got 8 points.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now Udrih looking for his first basket still in this one. Butler from outside. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Martin. Drains the jumper to finish the break.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Lopez over to help. There's the feed to Udrih. Brooks outside. Again, the miss by Brooks.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
How about Wiggins in this one? He's got 14 points and also an assist. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
This is superhuman stuff we're seeing today, guys.
Minnesota making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Gasol kicks to Udrih. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Mirotic. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Mirotic has got his second basket of the night. Rondo dishes to Lopez. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Bulls trail by 18. Tipped away. Feeds it to Gasol. Udrih for three. That's good.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. And again, the triple from Lopez. Lopez has got 41.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. And another three for Minnesota. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
That's good.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
And Udrih kicks to Mirotic. Good D by Lopez.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 5 assists in the game.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D. That's all me. That's all me.
The Bulls shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Lopez in at point guard. Matt Barnes is out there with Bielitsa. Then it's Gorgui Dieng, and it's Levine in at the 2 spot. Here's Mirotic, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The first one falls. Bulls making a switch here. Nick Roberts is checked in. And so Mirotic nails both of them. And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's Lopez. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been 3? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the 3-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Fires for 3. Kept alive. Dieng. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Rose goes in. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now, here is Mirotic. Tight defense on him. And the wide open shot from Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And stolen by Mirotic. Rose passes to Snell. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Stolen by Rose. Bean with the rebound.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Another miss by Minnesota. Bulls have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Noah, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Lopez, no luck. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And that's how a coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
The jumper from the free throw line is good. Lopez has got 58.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Here's McRoberts, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Lopez. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will to date.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Lopez with the steal. Over to the wing. Levine kicks to Lopez. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Wow. What can you say?
For Chicago, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Got a piece of it. Here's Levine. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball.
Yeah, it did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Here's Lopez. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Rose. Kicks to McRoberts. And the 3 off target. The Timberwolves have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Took him no time at all on that one. 66 points for Freak.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Rose can't get that one to fall. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Timberwolves.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, Clark, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Yeah, it was a team that was really in sync. They trusted each other and took the right shots.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Lopez. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Garnett comes in for Bjelica, and it's Martin in for Levine. Got that bucket in no time at all.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And Udrih kicks to Snell. And again, Chicago, no good. Here's Lopez, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
From deep 3-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
It's like they forgot that anybody else is on the floor. They're just going at each other right now.
I know it's a team game, but every now and then, guys detour into the one-on-one action that we've got on our hands right now. What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Here's Udrih. And they've done it, the new NBA champions. What a moment it is right now to see the team who played so well together enjoying, Clark, this NBA championship moment.
Well, Kevin, it's awesome to be here to witness what happened tonight.
And seeing this team come together over the course of the season and on into the playoffs, what a joy. I mean, there is no better champion the league could have asked for.
And a pleasure here at 2K Sports to be with you all season long. Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, it's really an honor to be here in the company of so many people who've helped shape my career and the man I am today. You know, growing up in Harlem as a kid years ago, I never thought I'd be here, being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Wow. I know I'm supposed to keep this short, but there are a few things I'd like to say, and I would like to take the opportunity here. Now, I was blessed with a God-given talent to play this game of basketball at a high level. In high school and college, it was easy. Well, for me, it was. But I gotta be honest. It took me a while to adjust to the professional game. Your natural talent can only take you so far. When I realized that, I knew I had an opportunity to make a lasting imprint on this league. I won my fair share of awards and accolades. But as I played longer, the less meaning they held. I started to realize what playing this game is all about. And if there's one thing I want to impart to all of you sitting here today, it's that basketball is a beautiful game. It employs teamwork and chemistry like no other sport in the world. And once you get a handle on that, even a little, everything starts to change. Now, I was fortunate enough to be in a situation with a great coach and teammates who also realized that. When it all comes together in the right way, when it just seems to click, that's when the magic happens. That's when you get a chance to play for the ultimate prize. And if you're lucky enough to win an NBA championship. I'm proud to say that we did just that. Being an NBA champion was my biggest and greatest basketball accomplishment by far. Nothing comes close to it. Now, before I wrap this up, there are a few people I want to thank, of course. And I'd like to start with my family first and foremost. It's an honor to have them here with me today. It means the world to me, and I hope I've done them proud. Mama, you taught me to be a good person and how to conduct myself in life. And now I'm trying to pass that on to my own kids and everyone around me. Pops, people talk to me quite a bit about being a role model. And I tell them every single time that they shouldn't look to me. They should look to somebody who is in their life day to day, as I did with you every step of the way. CC, you've been by my side since day one, literally, right here. I couldn't have done none of this without you. They say twins have a special bond, and we're no different. Of course, Mr. Don Pagnotti. Thank you, man. And Don, we trust, right? Now, I gotta mention my boy Vic, too. Not a day goes by where I'm not thinking about you, my man. Rest in power. Now, this goes without saying, I also have to thank all the players I played with throughout the years. It's been a pleasure and an honor. To the fans and trainers who also made a difference in my career, you're the best. You really are. Now, I've said this years ago, and I'm saying it here today. I am truly living a dream. Thank you. Thank you.